What's up, YouTube? Siegfried Chubelain here, and today we're making a very quick YouTube video on how to troubleshoot connection problems with the PlayStation Portal. Now, I'm going to be honest, I just got the PlayStation Portal today, and I waited a while to get it. I didn't really want to jump into it because I was a little worried about how good it was going to be. And I'm going to be honest, if you haven't picked up the PlayStation Portal and you are thinking about it, I wouldn't pick it up until the jailbreaking and community has things going. I know they're working on it. I think it's going to make a great portable gaming device when you can, actually put content on it, right? Now, I'm not sure how that would work if there's not much of a storage on it, but there is a USB port here, so they could probably do something with that USB port to where you can connect that to a storage device some type, which wouldn't be that bad. I mean, like, we carry backpacks, we carry bags, everything with us anyways. You're in the car, you just hook it up to your, USB device, and you're playing from a USB device, and it works. Great. Um, but I would not pick this up if you're on the fence about it. It's really not worth the money. I actually had to pay a bit extra because obviously they're not easy to find, even in Japan. I'm in Japan, right, and can't even find these devices. So I think I paid like maybe 30 or 40 bucks more for this. Um, First impressions. When I logged in and I tried to play the games, I was so upset because it actually played worse than my phone does. Like, my phone could do better. And I wasn't too happy about that because this device is dedicated for remote play. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have a few gripes of the PlayStation Portal already. I think the people going on and hyping it up are kind of full of shit. Let's just be honest. They're full of shit. They're like, it plays so well. I can play from my bed. I can play from here. Okay. If your PlayStation 5 is hardwired, probably works better. But there are certain situations where it won't be. Maybe you are not the main person of the house, and so your PS5 is not in the main living room. Maybe your PS5 is in your room, but you just want to be able to, play your PS5 in other places of the house without having to be in your room. Um, a good example of that is, I mean, for example, I am the main man in my house, but I have an office area where I work out of, and I do things online, and I need my Wi-Fi router in here, right? The main TV is in the living room where the PS5 is hooked up. So the PS5 is hooked up on the Wi-Fi, and I have a gaming router so that I have good Wi-Fi. I've never had an issue with online play on my PS5. It's been very smooth, no problems at all. But then I got the PlayStation Portal, and next to the PS5, it would disconnect. By my Wi-Fi router, it would disconnect. And to be clear, my PS5 is not very far from the router, and it got with Wi-Fi, right? I mean, the hardwired gets about 500 megabytes, and but on Wi-Fi it was over 100, and the upload is at 30. Now, that should have been enough, in my opinion, to get a smooth gameplay experience, or they should have at least, since they made this a dedicated remote play device, should have had it dedicatedly remote play to the PS5. Personally, I still think that they should have just had this set up to also stream PlayStation Plus games. I don't know why they didn't add that feature. Like, this should also be a PlayStation Now device. Let's be real. Now, PlayStation Now, I think they've changed what it is, right? But it should be a PlayStation Now device. You should be able to stream PlayStation 5 games off PlayStation Now with this if you have a good enough Wi-Fi connection. I don't know why they only went with remote play. It doesn't make sense. Hopefully, we get a mod community. When the modders get in there, they can mod it so that it can play PlayStation Now and stream from PlayStation Now. I I really think the remote play is a stupid idea because you literally have to connect to the PS5 and then do other things. And realistically, can you imagine how much more money they would make with the rise in PlayStation Plus if they offered this as a PlayStation Now device as and remote play? So you could remote play your PS5, you could connect directly to the PlayStation Now network, and you could stream the games that are streamable. Now, any game that has to be downloaded, not playable. But like PS3 games or the PS1 games that can be streamed, you can now stream from this. I don't know why they didn't go with it. I'm gonna be honest. Sony's last set of handhelds have really been fuck ups. I still have my Vita. I love the Vita. I will always be mad that they completely fucked the Vita. Like, straight up, bent it over and fucked it. That's not the right one. So, I do like their online devices. I think that they have great online devices. There it is. But the problem is that they don't actually fully do what they should do with these devices. So, for example, the PlayStation Vita. This game is a portable PS3. It was great as a portable PS3. Perfectly honest, it had so much potential. And what did they do with it? They let it die. So, I'm not a fan of that. Gotta set that up. The PlayStation Portal with online game with how we work with the streaming gaming service makes no sense at all. They did not allow us to do game streaming from the game streaming service. Imagine if Xbox released a device like this, which allows you to play the Xbox Game Pass on a device like this. That is the best thing possible. That would be amazing. And let's just say they did like, back in the day when the PS Vita wanted to, release the 3G version, right? I really think they were onto something. That's not a bad idea to get on it with, mobile data even better at 5G now or 5LT, right? At LTE, having LTE internet. They could have released this as an LTE device as well. They could hook up to your network. Give it a SIM card section so you buy a SIM card for it. I mean, I can get a prepaid SIM card for this, plug that baby in, and then be able to game on the go with 5LTE, like with LTE, not 5LTE, with LTE. I mean, there is so much this device could have been. It's very disappointing what it's not. It's not a portable device. It can't do anything outside your home, really. Um, just not. And, I was playing Resident Evil 4 on it, right? And when I started playing at the beginning, like, it was stuttering almost every 5 to 10 seconds. Maybe I'd get a good 30 seconds and it would stutter and it'd freeze for probably another 3 seconds. Now, there is a fix to that. And I did finally find the fix, but it is ridiculous that you have to go to this method to find the fix. So, to be clear, I have a gaming router. So, if you have a gaming router, this is probably going to be a good fix for you. If you don't have a gaming router, it is worth checking out if you can do this. But I'll be honest, it's a little difficult. Now, on my gaming router here, I have my wireless settings. Now, it actually naturally was set to put the 5G and 2.3G together, which I found out was actually less beneficial than separating them. So as you can see here, this is my network for me, and this is the rest of the family's network. This is what everything else is going to be on, because they don't really need the faster speeds, and they need more of the location, right? So I will say when I did that, my download speed went up by about 50% from about 111 to 186. And my upload speed went up by like 300% from 30 to over 100. So that was definitely a huge jump. I will say when I hopped back in for a little bit, no issues. It was smooth, no internet. Like usually it'd be a few, maybe after a minute I'd get the disconnection issue. No issue at all. I could see just fine. Not very enjoyable to play Resident Evil 4 in it, to be perfectly honest. The screen's a little too small for that. It's, for the direct aiming you have to do. But I could see using it for my other games. Maybe Dark Souls, or even playing Final Fantasy 14 if I'm not on the computer. Well, I'm not on my PS5. But the issue here, right, is that this being a dedicated remote play service, if they just want to make it that, really should have ensured that they made it better than better than your traditional Wi-Fi services. Like, if your smartphone can already stream as well or stream better, doesn't make sense that this is what it all does and it does it this badly. I personally think if they wanted to make it remote play only, it should have had a special part put into the device that allowed it to communicate directly to the PS5 via Bluetooth if you're in the home, and via Wi-Fi if you're outside the home. They already have a special PlayStation link, right? They could have released an update on the PS5 to enable that link, to add that link into it, and then let's let you link your PS Portal via that way, so that you can have a strong, dedicated link directly to them, allowing you to have perfect gaming no matter where you play. But I still think that this should be a gaming streaming platform. Maybe Sony will pick that up. Maybe Sony will add that in an update and add, the ability to play your PlayStation, stream your PlayStation Plus games. I don't know why they didn't add that. It is such a stupid, easy thing to do. And it would pop up the sales of PlayStation Plus. And with the recent raise in price for PlayStation Plus, I mean, PS Plus is pretty expensive, like $170 a year. It would be worth the $170 a year if you could play them on this without a PS5. You spend the $200 for this, get that for a year, and now you got yourself a nice, easy streaming console that you can play wherever you want. But sadly, we're talking about Sony. Sony is just, I'm going to be honest, man, when you look back at video games, I do not know why every single video game company just has to make the same stupid mistakes. They come in powerful. Nintendo came in strong, made stupid mistakes. Sega came in strong, made stupid mistakes. Sony came in strong, made stupid mistakes. Xbox came in strong, made stupid mistakes. The only reason Nintendo still exists is due to the fact that, A, it was the one who brought back the gaming, the gaming culture, and two, because it sticks to its own genre of mostly child-friendly games. There are some, older games, of course, but mostly are child-friendly, let's be real. PS5, right, and Xbox XS do not have that same child-friendliness. And I was actually looking at between getting the PS4 or the Xbox XS, and I'll be honest, when I looked at the Xbox XS and how bad it was, that's kind of why I didn't get it. I was thinking about having all of the devices, having all the consoles, right? Because we have Switches, we have the PS5. But in short, if you're looking at getting a PS Portal, don't. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. It really shows that Sony phoned it in for this device. Not sure what. And I'm going to be honest, if it streamed perfectly for remote play, if it had a perfect remote play streaming, regardless of your internet connection, this device would be totally worth it. If you could stream perfectly anywhere in the house, regardless of internet connection, because it connects directly to your PS5, perfect, fine. Or if it allowed you to stream games off the PlayStation Plus streaming library, fine, great. But for what it is, for what you pay, for what you get, not worth it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it on this video. My suggestion, don't get the PS Portal. Please don't get it. I'll see you guys in the next video.